diggers? Deep Crates and Jor-El, Superman's father, coming at you this week. Yeah, big shout out to the USA Women's Olympic Hockey Team. Word up, gold medal. Yeah, it was an awesome game. Probably the best hockey game I've seen all year, since my Rangers are sucking big time. Women's hockey, USA, shout out. Yeah, the men's lost in similar fashion in a shootout, as opposed to the women, who won. Yeah, check it out. So last week we dove into a whole bunch of records and a whole bunch of video discs that I found digging, but we didn't talk about the toys. Yeah, son of Jor-El. Yeah, I don't think Superman's father could fly though. Nope. Ah, shit. So anyway, here's a bag of some of the goodies we found last week. Yeah. What do we got? E.T. phone home snack tray. Yeah. What's good with that? An E.T. Little plastic plate. Yeah, what's up, E.T.? Get at me. We got a couple random bags. I don't know if you guys got thrift stores that do this. They put a whole bunch of figures in a bag and mark it. This was $8? No, $6. But just this one guy alone right here, the sectors. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you know about the sectors, leave a comment. Big shout out to all the sectorians. I guess if you're in the sectors, you're a sectorian. I'm not sure this guy's name, but yeah, low budget 80s toys. What up, man? Yeah. This guy, I don't know, I think he might be from like Street Fighter or something. He's like a big sumo guy. I'm not sure, he's a little newer. But the sector guy alone was worth it for the bag here. There's a couple like Batmans and things, some Boba Fett's, some G.I. Joes. Yeah, real Ghostbusters. Yeah, some Ghostbusters figures. I'll show you a little close-up on the bag here, since it's kind of hard to see, but like I said, just for the sector alone, oh yeah, it was worth it to me. And then, what made me really happy was this bag. A bag of underdogs. You talk about Women's USA hockey, boom, there's an underdog for you. Yeah. Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl, there's an underdog win for you. So we got this sealed bag of underdogs. I think there's 5 of them in here. Shout out to Underdog. You don't find underdog figures a lot. And the last couple I had, I sold them to DJ Functional. So, yeah, there's Underdog in his normal, everyday thing. If you know Underdog's real name, regular name, post it up. You know his girlfriend's name? Yeah, shout out to Underdog. Speaking of Underdog, you know what I'm saying? We found a lot of these dope figures. We also found one of my favorite hardcore groups, which is Underdog. We didn't find them, but we found Token Entry, which I would put in the same category as Underdog as far as maybe punk rock, hardcore skate rock, punk skate rock, hardcore punk skate rock. This is by no means Token Entry's best album. That would be Jaybird in my opinion. This is one of their later releases, but you don't find Token Entry that often. Never on vinyl, hardly ever. And a CD for a 50 cent, I had to grab it. So we got that. We also got the Dead Milkmen. Big Lizard in My Backyard. Yeah. That's right, Bitchin' Camaro's on here, the Laundromat song, and my favorite, Taking Retards to the Zoo. Yeah, because I hate being politically correct. We also came up on the Gorilla Biscuits. Yeah, let's start today. One of my favorite hardcore groups of all time. I couldn't even tell you how many times I saw them perform in Jersey, New York, Connecticut. Speaking of Connecticut, we also found some Anthrax, but we'll get to that in a minute. You know what I'm talking about if you were down with the scene back in the day. Quicksand. Found this Quicksand CD. They're alright. Mob hits. A bunch of instrumental songs from mob movies, so I thought that was cool. DRI, Four of a Kind, one of the greatest. They call it crossover thrash, but DRI still doing their thing. I just saw them at the end of last year. They played a show here in Orlando, the last show for the year. DRI, Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. Big shout out to them. Still thrashing after fucking like 30 fucking years. And like I said, the Anthrax used to be a club in Connecticut where a lot of hardcore shows went on. But this Anthrax, yeah, spreading the disease. And one of my favorite albums ever, Among the Living. I remember buying this album at Crazy Eddie's on the strength of the cover. The cover just looked cool. The font for Anthrax, just the name Anthrax. I knew nothing about them, so I bought this album, Among the Living, and it's definitely one of my top 50 crossover, hardcore, thrash, whatever fucking label you want to put on it, albums of all time. But yeah, shout out to the old hardcore, thrash, metal, crossover groups, late 80s, early 90s. That was definitely like one of my musical heydays, going to shows every fucking weekend, matinees, night shows, fucking driving all over to see the same band 2-3 times in the same day in different states and shit. The 77 Chevy van, word up. The worst was the time the wipers broke coming back from Philly in a fucking rainstorm, couldn't see, almost crashed on the Jersey Turnpike. Tracy Morgan style and shit. But we're gonna get into some other stuff. I had a big fucking record, beats, loops, samples hooked up from all the records I dug up the last couple weeks. But unfortunately, due to strict conditions and terms on YouTube that get worse every year, my video was banned, forcing me to reshoot this, so I apologize if this is a little kind of thrown together. I had this grand old episode for this week set and ready to go, and like 3 or 4 songs were fucking blocked, and it fucked up the whole mix, and the whole video lost its integrity. So I fucking killed that shit. Jumped in front of the camera here Friday morning to do this little joint for you. I'm sorry, but that's how it goes. YouTube, come on, man. I own the fucking record. I should be able to just play it and videotape myself playing it. It's not like I'm playing digital copy. I'm physically holding up the record and putting it on a turntable and playing it. I own it. I fucking bought it. I should be able to do what I want with it.
I was wondering if you allowed outside observers to enter your domain. I'd like very much to see your laboratory.
Well... No, Papa Nebo, por favor, no me hagas eso. Haré cualquier cosa. Aguántalo.
But that's fucking YouTube for you. So hopefully we'll go back to the drawing board and get at you next week. I apologize. I know a lot of people like those videos where I just do 15 minutes of records playing. But they get harder and harder to fucking do on the tube, so bear with me, we'll get something together. I gotta find the most obscure shit, and sometimes you gotta pitch it down a little bit. I think it helps to, you know, go under the radar of the robots and shit that be watching, you know what I mean? But Deep Crates coming at you for the end of February. We're gonna jump into March and march on through Season X. Deep Crates, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. The Crate Show, mofo.
This isn't some strange fish face.
Funk Shop promo, take one.
Yo, what's up, Deep Crates? This is your boy, Record Monster, aka Juan Solo. Just had to make a stop by my boy's place over here so I can show him these crusty turntables and how we change them up. You know what I'm saying? Look at this beautiful, ugly crusty.
Ew.
Look at that crusty. You know what I'm saying? But we're trying to change them up a little bit, man. Clean them up.
How you gonna do that?
Well, let me show you this one first. Nice little bright yellow one. Took a lot of time to sand them down and scrape them up and etch them and deal with a lot of chemicals to get this shit off there, man. But this is what you get at the end. It's like Christmas time over here when you're unwrapping this stuff.
And how can people get this done to their turntable?
Alright, you can hit me up, man, on my email. It's solo@thefunkshop, THAFUNKSHOP.
Solo@thefunkshop.com.
Yeah, this is not even finished yet, but we're gonna put new tone arms when it's all done, new pitch faders, new little label here. We're gonna have the premium RCAs on this joker, the tone arm like modified wires to put in there, some like high grade audiophile shit.
So basically it's gonna be the RoboCop of turntables.
Yeah, nice clean joints, man. Bringing them back from the dead, you know?
That is dope.
Let me show you this other one here.
Oh, you got other colors?
Got one more here, man.
A camo joint?
I have a picture of this little crew down there. Let them look at all the little bottoms and shit. That's like real shit. You know
Those niggas rolling with just bottoms and techniques in the back seat. Ooh, I like that. It's like an asphalt feel for you at home.
Yeah.
That shit is street.
Powder coated, so it's gonna be like nice and.
So you can scratch it with your fingernails.
You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
Super dirty.
Solo@thefunkshop.com.
You know what I'm saying? My boy Deep Crates. The Crate Show. All day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you got turntable problems, issues, questions, concerns, hit this man up. I strongly advise it.
Thanks, y'all. Peace.
No, turn it around.
Oh, this is the tweeter, and this is the whoop.
Right. What does the tweeter do?
Reproduces low. No, high sounds. Over low.
Yeah, it had to be one or the other, didn't it? Hi, Emma.
Hi, Paul.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
Well, I guess we'll be seeing you at the club, Mr. Julian. Ma'am?
Okay, Judy, you take it easy.
That's the kind of thing you're doing for me.
Kids? Oh, I enjoy it.
I hope it's all right dropping in like this.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
So I want to trick out this keyboard. What do you think we can do with this keyboard?
We gotta clean all that dirt out of there, and we gotta look inside and see how it's running.
I don't even know if it runs.
We can demagnetize the heads.
What?
And like, I don't know, man. You just have to see how it's going. Have you tried to turn it on and shit?
Nah. Like everything else I buy, it just gets stacked up and collects dust here.
Collects a little patina
Yeah.
for the antique market.
Yeah, value increases trifold.
I think it is worth a lot of money. This one right here, I may have seen it for about $7 grand or something. It looks dope though. I'd probably give you like $10 for it.
What's that? It'd still be a 900% profit for me.
My time conveyor is programmed with an